You got to do it because else I don't know.
There. I clapped.
Yeah, you do it every time. It's good luck.
I know. But, I mean, I only do it to match up the audio and the video when I go to edit it later on. So.
I know. I'm just waiting for that one time when the episode ends. All you hear is, and the screen goes black.
I'll do it at the end of this episode.
But it has to be you. Like, I want to see you, and you're sitting there like this, and you just go, and it goes black. That's it. But straight face. Don't even fucking smile. Just sit there. It's like, done.
Okay. You got it.
Let's go. Turn up the volume. And now, from Brooklyn, New York, this is the Basement Surge with John and Frank.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Basement Surge. Frank, how you doing?
Oh, wait. Let me turn off my foot massager. Wait. Oh God, I think it was great.
Foot massager? What are you doing over there?
For Christmas, Jamie bought me this foot massager. Like, you plug it in,
Yeah.
and it has a heating option, and it has 3 different levels depending on what type of massage you want. You want like just a regular one, or it gets like really deep in there. So you put your feet inside of it, you turn it on, just like it's like it makes like vibrating noises. It makes like a weird sound, but it literally rubs the inside of your feet all over.
Turn it on. What does it sound like? Turn it on.
You might not be able to hear it. Yeah. No, that is not a vibrator.
Sounds like you got a vibrator going over there.
That is not a vibrator. That is my foot massager. All right. That's right. It's like, Frank, where do all your ideas come from? I have a vibrating butt plug. It stimulates the prostate, which really gets the brain going. If you guys watched the last live show we had, my father told you, prostate exam has a lot of wonderful things attached to it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Today actually is a very, very special episode for Frank and I.
Tell him, John.
This episode marks 1 year that Frank and I have been doing the podcast. It is our 1 year anniversary.
Our 1 year anniversary, and I couldn't even bring him flowers.
Yeah. 1 year anniversary, everybody. Yay, we made it. Oh, man. Like, this podcasting journey over the past year has been a little crazy.
Yeah. There's been some ups, some downs.
Yeah.
Some further downs.
And then a little bit up, but you and I have made some great friends within the podcasting community.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's only been a year. I cannot wait to just keep this thing going and see who else, we make friends with, who where the show goes and what topics we cover next.
No, we made some, like you said, we made some good friends. We met some cool people.
Yeah.
Some are fucking assholes. We won't name names. Brendan,
Yeah.
but we won't say nothing like that.
You know who you are.
All right,
Brendan.
but yeah. And let's not forget that Green Lantern loving son of a bitch. He's still on my shit list.
Yes, Chris from Dad in Iraq. Oh, yeah, that was a great episode. I loved that episode.
I had fun with those guys.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. It was great to see them. I love busting their chops.
Yeah.
They're good sports about it. Mostly, it's funny though, most of the people that you've brought in as guests for us, right? They've always spoken to you first. You've always saved me to come in later.
Well, see, that's how it works, because I feel...
You always prepped them.
I feel that I have to prep our guests and prepare them for Frank. And
like my all-time favorite till this day, who I really got the best reaction out of, was Jeff. Jeff was our first. He's the one that he invited. I think he invited us first.
Yeah, he invited us first, and then we had him on our show. He was our very first guest that we ever had on the show. Yeah, and he is the honorary third member. But
Surge.
Yes, we love Jeff. But it's just all these guys, Jeff, Brendan, Chris and Sean and just everybody we've met through this year. We love you guys. We couldn't have done this without you.
No, you guys have been a real help. Great support.
Yeah, we've created some great content together, and we thank you guys for it. But on the other side, we also can't forget the audience, Frank.
No, I mean, you remember during our 1 year, right? Our 1 year doing podcasting, we didn't even know we were voted into the Hot 50.
Yes. I believe it was August. We were voted into the Hot 50, Podcast Magazine's Hot 50. And we premiered, I believe, at number 45, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's fine.
Still on the list. That's awesome.
It's still on the list, and you're not 50. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'll take 45.
Yeah. So, the show has gotten a lot of accolades through this first year that, Frank and I never really, thought we would get.
Or even expected.
Yeah.
We, like I always say, we appreciate all of our dedicated listeners, all of you who on Monday, when you know that episode drops and you download it and you listen to it, whether you're driving or taking a shit, I don't care. What you're doing.
Yeah. And you see, the beautiful part about the Hot 50 of Podcast Magazine's Hot 50 is that it's voted by the audience. You guys voted for us. We didn't market for it. We didn't say, hey, guys, go to this website and vote for us there. No, we didn't do any of that. We didn't beg for your votes. Okay. And you guys voted for us. And it was awesome, and we really appreciate it. Like, we couldn't have gotten through this year had it not been for our audience, for you guys. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And
Frank is not above begging. I'll beg.
Yeah. Please go over to Podcast Magazine, vote for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I got some cheeseburgers, man. Please vote for me. I suck your dick. Come on. Vote for me.
Oh God!
Anybody who can name where that's from and what movie, you get the prize.
Yes. I don't know what it is, but we're sending you something.
Oh, I'm not fucking. That's why I wasn't worried. You don't fucking know.
Yeah. You know what? Frank will personalize a message for you, and he will send it out to you. Whatever you want him to say, he'll say it.
That's it. I don't mind. I'll sing "Happy Birthday" to you, children.
Yeah, but
happy birthday, motherfucker! Eat the cake. And make sure, kids, no matter how much money falls out of the birthday card, you read the card first.
Yes, ignore the money.
Ignore the money. The money's not going nowhere. It's your money. That's your
tip.
shit.
Pro tip.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Make sure you read the card first. You say, thank you. Now give my money.
Right. Okay, so now, being that this is our 1 year anniversary, Frank and I reached deep into our souls. Okay, we reached real deep, and we looked at our stats. Okay.
No, we did. We took a long, hard look. I'm liking the way this conversation is going. So 1 year anniversary. We all know what happens on anniversary night, right? So we're going long, we're going deep, we're reaching hard looks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm getting some tonight. Yeah. It's anniversary night. He can't say no.
We're getting real frisky with our stats, and
like a quarter of a bottle of Macallan later, he's gonna wake up in the morning, and go, "Why is my ass wet?" And I'm just gonna look at him. You know how you get when you drink, John.
Yeah. But Frank and I were thinking about what we can do to spice things up a little bit. And to give you guys, the audience, what you want to hear and from us as far as topics of the show. I know in the past year, during the past 3 seasons, Frank and I have spoken about everything. We've spoken about video games, comic books, movies, being a dad, living in Brooklyn, just basically food, basically everything. And,
all over the place.
Yeah, we're all over the place. We shotgunned everybody with all of our topics, and now, in hindsight, we get to see what stuck. Okay, we get to see which topics we spoke about were the most successful. So that's what we're doing, and going from this point forward in this next year of podcasting for the Basement Surge, Frank and I will be niching down a little bit between probably, I want to say, all of nerd culture.
You know what it was, John? You know, I mean, it's like this first year was like a lot of unexpected things happened. Like I said, getting voted into the top 50 and
Right.
huge amounts of downloads, people subscribing and people watching our live shows, our tabletop, just touching things here and there. And we're going off of our fans, what you guys want to hear, what you want to see.
Right.
And that's what we're going to bring to you. Cinnamon, I am making a heartfelt message here. This is coming from here. Must you?
She's just looking at you like, okay.
Yeah. But no, it's. Oh, I'm sorry, John. But I was going to say, I just wanted to say that, you know, me and John feel the same way. We spoke about this earlier. We were like, you know, we're here doing something that we love and we enjoy, and I thoroughly love and enjoy it. But you guys make it better for me.
Right. Yeah. So we want to give you what you want. You know, we want to give you and talk about. We want to talk about all the different things that you guys are actually interested in. So, you know, to that end, Frank and I are going to be niching down the podcast a little bit. You know, we're going to be leaving out the bullshit, you know, and talking more about the topics that were the most successful during the year. So,
don't mind me.
So comic books, video games, movies, you know, movies every now and then, but only ones that we like. They're not going to be, you know, pop culture, you know, top of the line movies where everybody is seeing right now, because I don't have the time to watch everything that comes out, and neither does Frank. So, you know, we'll only talk about stuff that we've actually seen, that we want to review, and we'll talk about that. But we'll also be talking about like anime, cartoons.
Yes. Oh God, I love anime.
Yeah.
You know, don't forget our tabletop stuff. Our
tabletop games.
Our board games, our Magic the Gathering, which we love.
Yes.
Our Dungeons and Dragons, which we love.
Absolutely.
You know, game that not really like game reviews, but we'll be playing games, and we'll be streaming games. At least I'm trying to convince John to start streaming games. He needs to get out there more, people. He needs to be shown some love, and not just Call of Duty, because he fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But like something.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the type of stuff that we're looking to bring now, because this year was kind of like our test run, you know?
Yeah.
Where are we going to hit? Where's our highs? Where's our lows? What are people more interested in? What does our generation want to hear?
Right.
And we appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and Frank and I have boiled it really down to things that he and I and our other friends used to do here in the basement. You know, everything we used to do as kids, you know, which is basically play video games, watch cartoons, and listen to music, and play games, play board games, play tabletop games, you know, Magic the Gathering. And, you know, basically we're going to be doing all that. So anything that we used to do down here in the basement is what we're going to be talking about.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. And I think you guys are going to love it, because, you know, the response we got previously from episodes that we've already done, you guys have responded awesome, you know?
Yeah,
so,
no, we really appreciate it. We love it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to get John into more anime, because there's some anime that he specifically doesn't like, that I like, but that's also very, very popular. And I'm not saying he has to like it.
It's the one with all the hand symbols. What is that?
That's Naruto.
Yeah.
Naruto's still out there, though, even though Naruto's finished.
Yeah.
But there's Naruto, there's Boruto, there's Attack on Titan, which is fucking phenomenal. I mean, even if you don't like the story, John, the story is great, but even if you don't like it, you, being who you are, would love the animation.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You know, I'm huge on the art, you know me, and so if the art sucks, I'm not going to watch it. But
yeah, but the animation is it's beautiful.
Yeah,
and it's like, you know, just things that we love. This year was a nice, you know, like I said, it wasn't it's like what you call like not really a test run, but also to find our
like a beta.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like to find our stride, what works best for us.
Yeah, because when I first approached Frank to do this podcast, you know, I was racking my brain on the topic, on the niche that I wanted to have the show in, because everything I was reading and everything I was watching was saying that every podcast has to have a niche.
Yeah.
Topic. So a topic, right? So, I was like, well, Frank and I really love talking about like everything. So, we'll just do a general discussion podcast. And, that turns out to be the hardest one to grow. So,
and we actually, and from what you showed me on some of the stats and some of the places, we actually ranked pretty fucking high for general discussion.
Yeah, well, we actually ranked pretty high on Chartable for general discussion and for comedy from in the United States. And we're actually pretty big in India as well as Scotland. So shout out to all my Scottish friends.
And you love to drink scotch.
There you go. Maybe that's why we're big in Scotland. You're welcome.
The Macallan, baby. Yeah. Don't make me get him some Jameson and shit'll blow up.
No, I don't like Jameson.
Shh, don't insult the Scots.
But, we've seen where the audience sits on our topics, and I think Frank and I are ready to focus on specific topics.
Yeah.
And keep the show going in a sense, in a way that, people are going to want to subscribe even more and, keep listening. And so.
Yeah, we just, like I've said, and like John said, we just want to give you guys the best show.
Yeah.
We want you to enjoy yourselves. We want you to laugh. We want you to cry. And we want you to, and when I say cry, I mean cry laughing.
Right. Not cry sad. No.
Not like cry sad.
No.
But me and John in the beginning, we decided we're like, hey, the both of us said, let's just talk about everything.
Yep.
Everything we like, everything here and there, and see what fits.
Yeah. Why not?
And 1 year later, almost to the day, Sunday is February 7th.
Yeah.
So this episode drops on Monday, February 8th. So it's literally like 1 year to the day.
Right.
I mean, shit, John, we should do like a Sunday release. If I release it early.
Release it early? You think so? I don't know.
Release it early. Nah, make them sweat.
I do think maybe we should do a live show Monday. Just to say, hey, happy 1 year. We're still here. Haha, kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna be FaceTiming John on Saturday right before, because Saturday's the gender reveal. I find out what my new baby is.
That's right, man. I was supposed to go to that, but due to the virus that shall not be named, I cannot.
It rhymes with it rhymes with Schmovid.
Yeah, Schmovid. I don't have it. Me and my family are fine, but somebody in my building does have it. So I don't want to take any chances. Frank's girlfriend's pregnant, so I don't want to take any chances.
And that's why he's the best man.
Yeah.
But I am going to call him. I'm going to FaceTime
You should
him.
live stream it yourself. Come on, man. You've done this too many times.
I don't know how to do that shit. I'll wind up sitting there going, I'll be like this. Yeah. Hello? Is this on? I said stop. That's all you're going to get from me.
Yeah. Oh God!
All right, dude, I have had a great time though, dude.
Yes,
I really have.
So I was just gonna say, all right, so 1 year has passed. You and I have been doing this week after week with the occasional break, but week after week, consistently, for the past year. So, what are some of your favorite memories from previous episodes?
Well, one of my favorite memories that does not have to do with an episode is when we first got the Roadcaster. I was so fucking happy when you called me over and you showed me all those things and how convenient it was.
Because I mean, up until then, I think it wasn't until halfway through, like almost season 2, that you and I got the Roadcaster, and we were having such a struggle recording the show. As it was just on the laptop, because the laptop was a piece of shit laptop.
Crashing.
It kept crashing. I was still learning on how to edit audio and how to make the both of us sound good. And it was such a hassle. So many wires. I got to plug this into that and this into that and over here, over there. It was a pain in the ass.
So many power supplies, so many cords everywhere.
Yeah. So, I was like, all right, Frank, I'm like, listen, I've been doing a lot of research. Every professional podcaster has a Roadcaster.
And I said, what the fuck is a Roadcaster?
Right. He's like, but we're already podcasting. I'm not like, no, Roadcaster. Okay.
He's like, no, trust me.
Yeah.
And so I looked at it.
Right.
As soon as I looked at it, I saw it. I said, here, take my money.
Yeah. So,
And he ordered it.
yeah. So
it was on back order too.
It was on back order. We went half on it. And yeah, it was on back order. We waited, what, almost 3 months for it to come.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think we ordered it during season 1, but it didn't get here until season
Right.
2.
Yeah, that was it. And it was funny because once the quarantine hit, you and I started podcasting. I want to get this straight right now. Okay. You and I started podcasting not because of quarantine, but because we just decided to podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then quarantine happened. It wasn't because of quarantine that this show was born. So, when quarantine finally came around and everybody and their mother became podcasters, they were buying out all the gear, so we couldn't get anything. We couldn't get anything. We couldn't get the good microphones. We couldn't get the good boom arms or, the Roadcaster. It literally took us almost 3 months to get the Roadcaster. I couldn't even get yarn.
So
that's how bad it was.
Right. But so we had to wait, and we made do with what we had, like every other podcaster who starts out. And we patiently waited. And I remember the day I got it in the mail, and because it was such a big purchase, I was waiting outside practically all day for the UPS guy. Okay.
Looking down the block.
Yeah. So, it's funny because I was outside smoking a cigarette, and I see this UPS guy coming, but he's got like a whole hand truck full of packages. And I'm like, all right, one of these has to be mine. I really hope it's supposed to be coming. I was starting to freak out, and so he passes me, and he winds up going towards the alley and wanting to go towards the back of the house towards the gate. But the gate's locked. And, anybody who lives in Brooklyn knows that you lock your alley gate. This way nobody steals anything. So he's trying to leave the package by the garbage because that's where the garbage is.
And he doesn't see you standing there.
And I'm just watching him, and I'm like, why would you deliver it to the garbage, to the side of the house, And so I went over to him and I said, I think that's mine. And he's like, it says here that I'm supposed to deliver it to the basement, but there's no access. So I was almost going to take it back. I'm like, no. The name of the company on the package is the Basement Surge. So he thought he had to deliver it to the basement.
Oh, okay.
So he totally passed up the front door and went right to the alley and tried to come down to the basement.
So I told you we need to have that side entrance, John.
No, I just yeah. So I need to fix up this studio a little bit more, but yeah, that's the funny story about getting the Roadcaster. And then I finally got it. I'm like freaking out, and I went live on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, don't remind me. You unboxed it without me, you fucking prick.
You were at work. You were at work. I wasn't waiting, bro. I wasn't waiting.
He was so excited. He was so hard. He was so ready to go. So excited.
So, I'm like,
God, you must have had great sex that night.
Yeah, so I went live on Facebook and YouTube, and everybody who's watching. The video is actually still up on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, head on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. And Frank,
ring that motherfucking bell.
That's right.
I've been saying it for almost like half a year.
That's right.
I should hear ringing in my sleep.
That's right.
I should get alerts at 3 a.m. I want to roll over and say, someone has subscribed to get alerts. Good.
So you can watch the unboxing right now over on YouTube, but finish watching this episode first if you're watching this. But hit that subscribe button. So I unboxed this thing. I was so freaking stoked because I was so ready to up our game in the podcasting medium, and I'm so happy we bought it.
Game changer.
It really is a game changer because you and I had bought the Audio-Technica ATR 2100s back in the day, and we had two of them, and those, as anybody knows, if you're a podcaster, is both XLR and USB. So Frank and I were using the USB portion of it before, but now that we had the Roadcaster, we were like, oh, all right, I'm buying an XLR cable, going right into the mixer, and we never looked back.
No, I was just about to say that too. We never looked back.
Yeah. So
we've upgraded the microphones. We got some new cameras. We got some webcams, some GoPros.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we want to have fun, and while we're having our fun, we're bringing the fun to you. We want you to see that shit. Okay. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I don't watch DVDs anymore. My shit has to be Blu-ray, 4K, 1080i. I need high definition. Okay.
I think people are watching streams more often now, Frank, though.
I know. I'm just saying though, when I stream that shit, I want it to come in HD. I want you guys to see me fucking sweating while I'm playing Magic. Okay, I want you to see that shit in high definition.
Right.
And I'll only be sweating if I'm playing a different deck. If I'm playing my green deck, I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you go.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is that, you see us buying all this gear, like, all right, the Roadcaster is what, $600? And then you see me here with a SM7B, which is another expensive piece of gear. You got this, and then the boom arm, and Frank's got his boom arm and his mic over there, and and all these lights in the studio. But yeah, it's just when Frank and I have a hobby, we go 1,000% into it. So full force,
Yep.
and he and I, when we started this, we never thought that we would even try to monetize or, make any money from it. And, but along the way, we're just having fun. And that's really what it's all about, I think.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're listening to this, thinking about starting your own podcast, just know that you should be starting just to have fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't make, you know why? Because when you make it work, it's not fun.
Right. Yeah. You
like
don't want
my
to go
job,
to work.
like my job to me is not work. I love my job.
Right.
John loves his job. So when we have to go to work, we're going to do something we love.
Absolutely. And if you pick the right topic for your podcast and it's something really, really extensively, then it's not going to be work for you. It's just going to be a lot of fun. There is a very, very steep learning curve as far as editing the audio and editing video if you decide
Everest steep.
Yeah. So be prepared to learn something new.
Every day.
Every day, yeah. And
I'm still learning. John taught me how to use OBS. He taught me how to use Audacity.
Yep.
He taught me how to edit my own audio so I could send it to him when we were in quarantine and not recording in the basement anymore.
Yeah.
So, and for me, everyone knows I'm not that tech savvy.
Yeah.
But it was a learning curve. And you know what? But once you learn how to do it, I have so much fun with it now.
Yeah, it really is a lot of fun. I mean,
you just play around with it.
You start off as a hobby, and let's say you do make some dollars from it. Hey, that's great. Perfect. But I think one of my favorite memories from the show is your bucket story.
You've always loved that bucket story, though.
Yeah. Because I can still picture it in my head. I was there with you, and that story of you trying to get the bucket from Abby it's legendary. And
I lost my shit that day.
Yeah. And
not even the day with the bucket, but the day on the podcast retelling it. I lost my shit. I got so fucking heated.
Yeah. That might have been actually episode 1 or episode 2 that you told that story.
I don't remember when, but it was like I went back, John, and I listened to some of the older episodes.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah. Well, they're not bad. There's a huge difference between episode 1 and this episode. But,
no, I'm allowed to abuse myself. All right, I'm allowed to kick my own ass.
But even back then, we thought we sounded great. So.
Oh, we were fucking delirious. We were lying to ourselves. It's like when your wife tells you we're the best she's ever had. She's fucking lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're being lied to.
Right. But I mean, we've had a lot of fun on the show, and I look forward to getting Jeff back on the show.
I look forward to getting Cousin Mikey back.
Cousin Mike, yes, Mike.
I've been talking to Cousin Mike. I've been talking to Cousin Mikey, and he's thinking about it. He's thinking about coming back on because I told him how we're switching, changing everything over.
Yeah,
leaning more towards certain things. So he was actually sounding a little excited. And for Mike, that's a big thing.
Yeah, that's pretty huge.
When
he never shows any emotion. So.
No. So when Mikey gets excited, shit's getting real.
Right. So I'm sure you and I will be talking about topics that he'll be interested in, and I'm sure he'll poke his head around the corner somewhere. And,
yeah, you'll see it shining before it hits you.
Yeah. But I mean, like some of my favorite episodes, honestly, are of you and I talking about when we were younger, growing up here in the basement. Like the bucket story or wrestling, stuff like that. I mean,
the pizza party,
thinking about it and sharing those memories because it was hilarious back then. And we didn't have a platform back then to talk about it,
So. Till this day, I mean, there's always something I've always wanted to talk about on the show, but it's kind of rough for the both of us. Was that summer with Cousin Nick?
Yeah,
that's like something that can only be shown on the dark web. That's how crazy that summer was.
Yeah,
because there's things that happened in that summer that would bury us both.
Yes,
we'd have to leave the state. We can't.
No. That is the summer that will never be mentioned.
Yeah, only in private.
That's the summer that included a lot of alcohol and a lot of 50 Cent.
Yeah,
music
and fucking wicked what? Okay. My man Nick.
Yeah,
I fucking love you, Nick.
And salty balls. I'm just gonna leave it there.
That's it.
Oh God! Shout out.
Yeah, that's it. But a great year, John. I've had a great time. I mean, some bumps here and there, back and forth.
Yeah.
But, we're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. I'm not talking about stats. I'm talking about just the environment outside. We're open, we're closed. We're open, we're closed.
I know it's been a rough year. I mean, socially, as far as what's been happening, and it really sucks. I really hope that this next year things kind of start going back to normal a little bit with this vaccine, and people, start getting a little bit more comfortable being around each other again. Because I know I miss my family. I miss my family. I miss my parents. I miss
the first thing I'm gonna do. The first thing I'm going to do is give Janet the biggest hug.
I'm sure she's looking forward to that.
I'm going to chase her down. And I'm going to give her the biggest hug.
Yeah.
Some call it harassment, but that's only if you're ugly. If you're good looking, it's flirting.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
That's the fucking truth.
Yeah. But I do hope that we do have a better year as far as this whole virus thing goes, and everybody's able to go back to normal. Because I think selfishly, because I don't know, that's just me, but, I want this virus thing to be over. This way people go back to work. You know why?
Why?
Because when people commute to work, they listen to podcasts. And I want them to listen to us.
I want them to listen to us too. I want them to listen to us. I want them to enjoy themselves. I want our fans to get ready, stay tuned.
Yes,
shit's coming.
Yes. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show we had on last week when we had on Derek from the Derek Duvall show. That was a lot of fun. I mean, he was such a cool dude.
Oh yeah, I had a good time on that. I had a real good time talking about things outside our general area of discussion.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was nice. He brought up some stuff. Like me, I'm always hesitant to bring up certain things. Like I don't know sports. That's why I don't talk about sports, because it's kind of like when I bring up, movies to John. John's like, I don't remember. That's how I feel with sports.
Frank, did you know Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl this year?
Because Brady's there with Gronkowski.
Wow, look, shit. Holy crap.
I only know that because my girlfriend is a sports person, okay? And I say sports person and not sports guy because we're a modern thinking show.
I mean, if you're watching the Vodcast right now on YouTube, you can see that I'm wearing a Patriots hat. Okay, now I have been a diehard Patriots fan ever since really I can remember. I've never been a fan of a New York
he's
team.
not
never.
I can vouch for him. He's not a wagon rider. He's been a fucking Patriots fan as long as I know him.
Yeah, so it's like last year Brady left New England and he went down to Florida, and Heather was laughing at me because her dad is a diehard Tampa Bay fan. Okay, and he's like, ha, we got your quarterback, and like he was making fun of me, but it's just like I was curious on how this season was going to go because it was the first season and how long since
and he did really good.
He did awesome. I mean, at first it was a little rocky because he was getting used to the new team, but he did great. He pulled it off, and
he pulled it together.
The Patriots kind of sucked ass a little bit this season, and I'm kind of happy about it. So I will be buying a Tampa Bay hat and repping the team.
That's because John has been a Patriots fan, but he's also a Brady fan.
Yeah, I think
so. You're allowed to switch hats because you are a fan of Tom Brady. You like the player, so you're allowed to switch hats.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This Patriot hat will go right up behind me on the wall, but it'll just be a Tampa Bay hat on my head.
That's it.
But I'm very proud of you, Frank, because I know you're not that into sports. I know
I'm trying.
I know you know some stuff.
Like I said, Jamie's really good with the sport. She loves baseball. She loves football. Those are her two favorite.
Oh, I love baseball.
She loves baseball and football. She took me to a Yankees game on one of her first dates. So
I'm a good time. I'm a Dodger fan.
When it comes to baseball, I just like to watch. I don't really have. I don't have a favorite team. People are like, how should I have a favorite team? When I was younger, in the 90s, my favorite hockey team, believe it or not, was the Devils. And people say, why the Devils? I was like, Scott Stevens was one of the greatest defensemen that ever played, right. Along with fucking Rafalski, okay? And Marty Brodeur was like the wall, okay? That goalie was the fucking man.
Wait, what about Gretzky? I mean, come on.
Gretzky was a fantastic player, but he didn't play for the Devils. He played for he played for the Rangers, and before the Rangers, I think he played for
I don't even know if you're right because I know nothing about hockey. But
no, I know that because my Uncle Mike, remember Uncle Mike? Uncle Mike was a diehard Rangers fan. Rangers was like, you had Mark Messier and Booka Boom and fucking, I love Booka Boom though. Yeah. Booka Boom used to fight everybody.
Oh, forget it. Living here in Brooklyn, you either had to be a Rangers fan or you had to be a Giants fan. That's it.
Yeah.
Or a Yankee fan. So, not me. I couldn't. I'm not.
But Derek was a good time. He was really one of my more favorite guests to have on.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was a change of pace.
Yeah, and it's great to take on more guests now, which I'm gonna try to be doing. If anybody doesn't know, head on over to our official website, thebasementsurge.com. There is a link on the homepage where you can sign up to be a guest and come on the show and talk to us. Yeah. So head on over to thebasementsurge.com and click that link. It's a picture of me dressed as what is it? The not Abe Lincoln, but the old
Uncle Sam.
I need you. Yeah, Uncle Sam. It's
God,
it's a picture.
Shot.
It's a picture of me as Uncle Sam saying I need you. So click that and sign up.
Fucking shout out to Double D over there.
Double D. Yeah, it was a great time.
I gotta send him another email. Like I guess is going on.
All right, Frank. I think that's about it. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I look forward to focusing this show on bigger and better things, on a specific topic, to what you guys want to hear us talk about. And I'm excited to just talk about them with Frank, because we have a lot of fun.
I just want to tell everyone, make sure you come back for the live show. 1 year anniversary live show. We're calling everybody.
Yeah.
We are calling everybody. Who doesn't answer, I'm going to personally go to their house and fuck with them.
Yes. So we do a live show every week, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on social media. It's basically a live show on Facebook and YouTube. So head on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified when we go live. Also on Facebook, the links are in the show notes. So head on over to Facebook and hit that like button and follow us over there. Like I said earlier, head on over to thebasementsurge.com and listen to our previous episodes, watch the vodcast, and read the blog. Send us an email.
Listen to those old episodes and listen to the new episodes and leave your comments. I want to know.
Yeah.
And don't forget to go on YouTube and check out our Let's Play series. Me and John play 7 Days to Die. John plays Call of Duty. You know what I mean? We're looking to get into World of Warcraft, maybe even League of Legends. I'm trying to drag him in a little bit slowly. I got to baby step him. Yeah. But check it out. We have a lot of fun. We even have some 7 Days to Die episodes we're trying to get with Cousin Mikey.
Yes.
That adds a whole level of whole other level of comedy.
Yeah. Plus, I'm trigger happy with the bow, so I shoot Mike in the head a lot. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Let's go. Turn up the volume. And now, from Brooklyn, New York, this is the Basement Surge with John and Frank.